too well there's nothing like that guy performing in front of a Hayward crowd. The roar is incredible as we transition to the heats for the women's 100 metres. Welcome Addo Bolden, four-time Olympic medalist back. And Addo, we check out Aaliyah Hobbs.
Yeah, the last time we were at the Olympic trials, Aaliyah Hobbs got disqualified out of the semifinals. She was put back into the final. She finished 6th and then went to Tokyo and got silver with Team USA in the 4x1.
Aaliyah starts in lane 9, a couple of lanes on her inside in 7. Is Jaslyn Gardner.
Coming off of her senior season at BYU. She has every school record, as you can expect there. She ran a personal best 11:22 at altitude April 27th.
Now way over on the inside in lane 2 is 23-year-old Mackenzie Long. Mackenzie has had the best year of her life athletically. She's had the worst year of her life from a family perspective. If you don't know the story, earlier this year she lost her mum Tara. Her mum was only 45, but her mum's spirit lives on with her. She talks to her mum in the stands before she competes, and she got the hat trick. She got the clean sweep. 3 NCAA trophies. She wrote on social media, "Hey mama, I'm now a 3-time national champion."
She's the world leader in the 200, and it made me go do some research. Athletes dealing with that level of grief. Buster Douglas knocks out Mike Tyson dealing with grief. Michael Jordan, Brett Favre. We saw it with Sha'Carri Richardson.
Yes, absolutely. Molokai Kinnison is in lane 4. In lane 6 is English Gardner. By the way, you see the Adidas outfit there on Mackenzie Long. She just signed. She said there's 3 stripes for my 3 NCAA titles. First heat of the women's 100. What kind of a start has Long got? Pretty good. She's winding up to speed now. And it's Mackenzie Long, collegiate star, and she's on her way to the spot on Team USA 10.94.
It wasn't really close in terms of which collegiate sprinter impressed me the most this year, with all apologies to Jaisha Sears, who we'll look forward to seeing on the Diamond League circuit. I am convinced that this young woman is going to make the team in the 200 because she's the world leader and that's her better event. But if she's running like this, I think she has a really good chance to make the 100-meter team as well. At the NCAA, she didn't start quite this well, so clearly she has gone back to Ole Miss and has been working on her start. Think Noah Lyles. When his start is right in the 100, he is very hard to beat, and I can see the improvement in her start. She's a little less relaxed than I saw her last time she was here. But here's the other thing, Lee. She loves this track. Both of her NCAA titles and her personal bests are on this track, and I'm telling you, when I said it a couple weeks ago, people looked at me crazy. I think she's making both teams. We'll see.
Well, may not have been in her peripheral vision, but out to the right, Aaliyah Hobbs, a national champion and an Olympic medalist. She beat her and Molokai Kinnison in 3rd. Just
a young athlete have that happen to them, Lee, that's going to rattle her.
Yeah.
So her focus now needs to be forget what just happened, all the under protest stuff. Take care of your job, and that is put it on the officials. Qualify from this heat so that then you give the officials the pressure to either reinstate you or not.
Kai Briscoe in lane 5 and Jaden Mays in lane 8. Keep your eyes on those women in particular in this second heat of the women's 100.
Stand up.
Oh boy.
Green card.
Anything catch your eye?
No.
Me neither.
But it's not, it's pretty typical. You get to the 100s, it's the first round, lots of jitters, and when they come up for set, sometimes the blocks can register pressure even though nobody's technically committed a false start. And every single time when it's a meet of this magnitude, the officials are going to call the field up and reset it. So the veterans will not be fazed by this. Some of the collegians and those with relative inexperience, this will rattle them. I want to see how Robbins responds, second from the right.
Third time lucky. We hope. Finally away now in the second heat of the women's 100. Here comes Briscoe, center of your screen. Out wide Mays, but Mackay Briscoe, she's got some company. Defrand is there. Defrand's going to do it. Mackay Briscoe was pushed all the way.
And the wind at 3.1 means that these times will not count for anybody in terms of records. Defrand doesn't care about that. She's through to the semifinals, and that was her job. It got really close right at the finish. Mackay Briscoe looked like maybe she was heading for a possible win, but Defrand got there and brought Mays and Blackman with her. So here's another look. There's Mackay Briscoe, fourth from the left. But Defrand was able to just get her in the last 5 meters. Top 6 will advance to the semifinals on Saturday.
So confirmation of the results. It took a while to get there. Defrand, Briscoe and Blackman, then Jaden Mays of Oregon at Hayward Field on a beautiful evening. As we welcome you back, Lee Diffie-Bolden, and this is the third heat of the women's 100 meters, and it's Melissa Jefferson in lane 7.
She was the U.S. champion in this event in 2022. Made it to the finals at the Eugene World Championships, where she finished in 8th. She'll be in lane 7.
And 2 lanes to her right is Twanisha T.T. Terry,
the training partner of Sha'Carri Richardson, who we'll see in the next heat. She has run 2 stellar relay legs in the last 2 World Championships at the United States, one in the 4x1, but she wants to make another individual team. She made the individual U.S. team in 2022. She made it as far as the semifinals at those Eugene World Championships 2 years ago.
And that was World Championships. She wants to be on an Olympic team. There's the full field: Colbert, Jenna Prandini, Javianne Oliver, and then Muzon, Battle, Hill. We told you Melissa Jefferson, and then Shannon Ray in lane 8.
Jefferson has the fastest season's best of this field, 10:92.
Third heat of the women's 100. T.T. Terry got out pretty well. Lane 3, Javianne Oliver got out very well. Now here comes Jefferson to the line. 10:91, Melissa Jefferson.
Yeah, that looks like the Melissa Jefferson that made the team in 2022. For a second there, Javianne Oliver in lane 3, who made the U.S. team behind Sha'Carri Richardson, finishing 2nd at the last Olympic trials, looked like she was headed to the win. But Jefferson caught and passed her. So you see the margin of victory there. Jefferson first across the line. And then in lane 2, that's Jenna Prandini. So third from the right, that's Javianne Oliver, who always starts well, but hasn't been showing any kind of form like this. She got a monster start, but halfway down the track, she started to get caught and passed. And Melissa Jefferson is into the semifinals, taking Prandini with her. But look at where Melissa Jefferson had to come from. Great second half of the race. And she's looking very good as she gets
now the face of U.S. track and field, and she has electrified this sport, not only in this country, but on a global scale.
Yeah, there's no question about that, and she holds the crown that everybody wants. Fastest woman in the world as the 100-meter world champion from last year's Budapest World Championships.
Sha'Carri Richardson.
Could you hear that roar?
Oh, yeah.
So, and there's her grandma, Betty. And she has been trackside at so many key moments for Sha'Carri. Tamari Davis is over in lane 2.
A high school superstar. She was 4th 2 years ago and then made the team last year that went to the World Championships and then made the final. You could do a lot worse than to pick Tamari Davis to be on this team. She'll be in lane 2. Sha'Carri Richardson is in lane 7. We do not expect Sha'Carri to find too much opposition in this last heat.
What did you make of her first big run in the 100 this year in the outdoor season at the recent Pre-Classic?
Yeah, I think Pre sort of showed what we can expect from Sha'Carri. Lots of high knees. She's going to run fast. She likes to send a message to everybody else very early.
Set.
Final heat of the women's 100. Not the best start from Sha'Carri Richardson, but it doesn't matter as she starts to wind up Tamara Davis on the inside. But Sha'Carri looks over 10.88 after that kind of a start. Are you kidding?
Okay, so there are two types of stumbles that a sprinter can have. The good